Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friend. The topic for today is Hindu New Year and how it is going to impact on our lives. Let me do the mantra quickly. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vyam Ved Vyasaya Namah Om Gurave Namah. Beautiful. This topic is lovely. As the upcoming year, see, a lot of untoward things are happening. War is going on, and I'm using the word upcoming beautiful and lovely year because when we look at the ascendant, and remember, we are going to talk about Hindu New Year, not the Gregorian calendar, right? And we'll get to understand what is the ascendant, how this is going to be a beautiful year, right, for all of us. Okay, first of all, this is going to begin from 19th of March 2026, and this will be Vikram Samwat 2083. Now, we kind of understand this as Chaitra Shukla Pratipada. That is one way people talk about this. We understand it by various others names, right? We'll look at all those names, understand all those names. But before that, the technical thing, so to say, as in Gregorian calendar, we kind of use simple numbers, 2026, which is the most prevalent thing. But in Vedic calendar or Hindu New Year, Hindu calendar, the technical name is Vikram Samvat, right? That is a technical name or equivalent to the Gregorian calendar. Like if it is 2026, beginning from January 1st, that is the Gregorian calendar. But in equivalent terms, we'll say Vikram Samvat 2083 is going to begin from 19th of March 2026. And Vikram Samvat calendar is named after King Vikramaditya of Ujjain. Okay, and this actually started about 57 years before Gregorian calendar. So it started in 57 BCE. And that's the reason we need to add back 57 to the Gregorian calendar number, and which is 2026. So if you add back 57 in 2026, you will reach to 2083. And that's why from the beginning, from Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, Vikram Samvat 2083 is going to start, which is from 19th of March. As simple as that. There are two kinds of lunar motions, lunar months. One is Amanta and the other is Purnimanta, right? So one month which starts after Purnima or after full moon, that is Purnimanta. So Purnima actually or full moon happened on 3rd of March 2026. So after 3rd of March, on 4th of March, Purnimanta calendar started. So Chaitra started basis the Purnimanta calendar on 4th of March, right? Chaitra has already started basis that calendar. But the other calendar, which is Amanta, which begins after Amavasya or after new moon, Amavasya will fall on 18th of March. So this Amanta calendar will start from 19th of March. So Chaitra as per Purnimanta calendar started on 4th of March, but as per Amanta calendar will start from 19th of March. And we say that Vikram Samvat or Chaitra Shukla Pratipada or the Hindu New Year, we take into account the Amanta calendar. And as we are talking about New Year, this is the time for rejuvenation, new beginnings, new hopes. So it also tells us that Amanta calendar is to be used for material purposes, for new beginnings, new hopes. Right? Does it all align back? We are just following what is there in nature. Right? Okay. Now the other thing is Chaitra Shukla Pratipada. So Chaitra is one of the lunar months. Like we have January, February to December. Like we have Chaitra until Fagun. These are the 12 lunar months. And January and February are part of Gregorian calendar, and these lunar months are part of Vedic calendar, Hindu system, right? Are these mapped like January? We can map January with Chaitra? No, that's not the case, because as we just got to understand, Chaitra is going to begin from 19th of March this year, but it can fall or it can start from somewhere from mid-March or from late March or sometime even from early April, and then it will continue for next 12 months or 13 months, We talk about the number of days exactly. You have to understand how it happens. So to map it, we need to start from March or April. Like we have January till December. Likewise, we have Chaitra, Vaishakh, Jyeshtha, Ashadh, Shravan, Bhadrapad, Ashwin, Kartik, Margashish, Posh, Magha and Phagun. So Phagun being the last lunar month. And now that we are saying Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, it means Chaitra is coming after Phagun. That's right. So on 18th of March, as per Amanta calendar, Phagun, that is Phagun Amavasya. And from 19th of March, after Phagun, Chaitra will come. So Chaitra, lunar month will begin. Then Chaitra Shukla Pratipada. Shukla. So there are two paksh, two phases. This is the cycle of moon. Bright half and dark half. Shukla Paksh represents bright half. So we are talking about beginnings, hopes. So we need brightness. That's why bright half. That's why Shukla Paksh. We are not talking about the Krishna Paksh or the dark half when we are speaking about Hindu New Year. Right? So Chaitra Shukla Pratipada. Pratipada is one of the tithis. There are 30 tithis in one lunar cycle, in 1 month you can say. Right? So Pratipada represents the first tithi of bright half, Shukla Paksh. Right? So Chaitra Shukla Pratipada represents the first tithi of the bright half in Chaitra lunar month. Alright? So that's as simple as that. Now moving forward. Just to put things into perspective, in 2025, Chaitra Shukla Pratipada was on 30th March, late March. In 26 this year, it is on 19th of March, mid-March, almost mid-March to late March. And next year, 27, it will be on 7th of April, early April. So the range can vary. It is not fixed, as Gregorian calendar will always begin from 1st of January. But this is not fixed. So it is not only based on moon or sun. It is based on both. So it uses the lunar motion and then it gets aligned with the solar year based on sun position so that we can actually ascertain the right time for all the festivals in an auspicious manner. It is a lunisolar calendar. And that is the reason it has the blessings of both the sun and the moon. The moon, remember, moon is very, very important. And that is the reason in today's video, while I'll go and talk about all the 12 signs, like from Aries to Pisces, you can look at those signs either as an ascendant or moon sign, because this calendar has a very significant component of moon. So, lunisolar calendar. And it is still the official calendar of Nepal. That's beautiful. That's really nice. Okay. Just to talk about some numbers so that you understand the perspective. Luni, which is moon, it takes about 29.5 days to cover one cycle. And if you multiply 29.5 days by 12, because you're talking about 12 months, you get the number of 354, which is less than 365, normal Gregorian number of days in 1 year, right? 354 is lower than 365. So, and then if you just look at solar year, that is basically 365.25, that we know. So if lunar year, lunar days is 354, which is lower. So we need to align this 354 with 365. The difference is 11 days per year. And if you multiply the difference of 11 days in 1 year by 3, let's say, the difference will be 33 days in 3 years, right? Which is roughly 1 month. So after every 3 years, we need to add additional month into this Hindu New Year or Vikram Samwat calendar, right? To align it with the Gregorian calendar. You understand? And when we do that after every 3 years, we call it Adhika Masa, extra month, like in 2026. Because last time Adhik Masa or the extra month was added in 2023. And now in 2026, there is again a requirement to add that difference, align that gap. There is a requirement to add additional month, Adhik Masa. So in 2026, we have Chaitra beginning from 19th of March. It will continue till 18th of April. Then Vaishakh will continue till 17th of May. And then Jyeshtha will begin from 17th of May. But that Jyeshtha will be Jyeshtha Adhik, extra month, extra month. So that will continue till 16th of June. So 17th of May till about 15th or 16th of June, that will be the time of Adhika Masa, extra month. And then from 16th of June, normal Jyeshtha will begin, Jyeshtha Shukla Pratipada, and then normal cycle will begin till 6th of April 2027, when Fagun will end and Chaitra Shukla Pratipada for 27 will begin. That's the entire cycle. All right. So why do we celebrate Hindu New Year? Why is it important and auspicious? Is it because Brahma created universe on this day? Might be, but how does it impact us? I mean, right? So it is coinciding with spring equinox, which will be on 20th March. Well, in reality, it is associated with the onset of spring as per the lunar cycle, as per the ritus. So, and that tells us that it is, this time is associated with renewal and prosperity. And if you look at the names by which this time is being referred to in different regions in India, for example, in Maharashtra and Goa region, it is being referred to as gudipadwa. So Gudi represents flag. You are holding a flag. And Padwa is basically derived from Pratipada in Marathi language. So they're also associating that on this first tithi of bright half in Chaitra month, you can hold flag. You can represent your energy. So that's how they're feeling very happy and delighted. And how about in the area like Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, the southern belt? People refer this day as Ugadi. And how does it come through? Ugadi. So you have heard the term Yuga, like Satyug, Treta Yug, Yuga, Y-U-G-A. And if you add Adi, Adi means the beginning, A-D-I. Yuga and Adi actually became Ugadi. So they are kind of indicating it that this is a beginning of new Yuga. Every year they feel like, this is the time. So happy. Rejuvenation, auspiciousness, the energy, the environment, the spring season, that Ritu, it brings so much of positivity in your mind. That auspicious time it is. Okay? So, and how about North India and the other parts of India? Beautiful time, because people relate this with Navaratri. Chaitranavratri as they call it. And Chaitranavratri is beginning from 19th of March, obviously. Right? It is from Chaitra Shukla Pratipada. And this will continue till 27th of March. 9 nights of Goddess Mother, Goddess Durga. Right? Beginning with Mata Shailaputri. Then Mata Brahmacharini. Then Mata Chandraghanta. Tithi. Mata Chandraghanta is on Shukla Paksh Tritiya, which will be 19, 20, 21st of March. Gangaur, Gauri Puja. Absolutely important festival on Tritiya. Then on Chaturthi, Mata Kushmanda. Then Skand Mata. Then Mata Katyayani. Mata Kalaratri. Mata Mahagauri. Siddhidatri. And Siddhidatri will be on the last day, Mata Siddhidatri, on Navami, 27th of March. Right? But Ram Navami will begin on 26th of March, because we follow the concept of midday. Because Sri Ram was born on midday. So actually Ram Navami, the Tithi, Navami will begin from before a midday on 26th of March, which is actually Ashtami Tithi. But Ram Navami will be celebrated on that day. Right? Okay. So now the other concept is, who is the king of the year and who is the Mantri or the minister of the year? The Raja, the king of the year. So previous year, in 2026, when New Year began, the king of the year was Sun and the minister of the year was also Sun. But in 2026, from 19th of March, with this onset of New Year, the king of the year will be Jupiter. Beautiful. And the Mantri or the minister of the year will be Mars. That's so nice. How Mars and why Mars? See, why Jupiter first of all, the king of the year? Because Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, 19th of March, is falling on a Thursday. And Thursday, the lord of that day is Jupiter. And why Mars is the minister or Mantri of the year? Because basis Sun's movement into Aries sign. The day Sun is moving into Aries sign, that happens to be Tuesday. That Mesh Sankranti. So Tuesday, the lord of Tuesday is Mangal, Mars. That's how you can calculate. Okay. And now That is the reason, because Mars is going to be the minister of this Hindu New Year. This year is also being referred to as Raudra Samvatsar, right? Because Mars is Raudra Roop, right? It has just got exalted some time back, and then it is currently in Aquarius, and then struggling and coping up with Rahu's energy, and then it had been retrograde a while ago. It is Raudra Roop. It is not feeling easy and calm and composed. It is in Raudra Roop. You see that? So Raudra Samvatsar is also an aspect which is going to influence the results for all of us and for the mundane world as well. You see the war ongoing? Raudra Samvatsar, Mars in Aquarius, and the entire drama is being unfolded because of Aquarius sign. Raudra group of Mars, bombing and blasting and missiles launching, all that. Okay. Before I actually get into ascendant / moon sign, let me quickly talk about the horoscope, which is going to be analyzed for this entire exercise. So at about 6:52 a.m. at about, Hindu New Year, Chaitra Shukla Pratipada is going to begin as per Delhi IST time. Yeah. And the Lagna ascendant is Pisces. And interestingly, Moon is also in Lagna. So that makes it really sure that yes, Moon is definitely going to be a part of our analysis. Analysis can be made either from your ascendant or from your moon sign. Yeah, it is absolutely fine because Moon is aligned with Pisces Lagna. Obviously, it falls on Pratipada, Sun will be with Moon, right? So if Moon is in Pisces, Sun has to be in Pisces. And we all know that our beloved Shani is also happens to be in Pisces. And interestingly, Venus is exalted in Pisces. And more interesting part is that all three planets, Sun, Moon and Saturn, they happen to be in Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra, lauded by Saturn. So much of Saturn's influence. So much of Saturn. So one thing you can infer, the Saturn energy is going to dominate in a different proportion. Now that depends on your ascendant, your moon sign. How is your equation with Saturn? It is not going to impact everybody in the same way. For some people, Saturn can be benefic. For some people, Saturn can be not that benefic. That differ. Okay? And then apart from this kind of energy, if you see Nakshatra is also being driven by Saturn, but Venus is in Revati Nakshatra. That's good. That's good. Venus is in Mercury Nakshatra, but Mercury is in retrograde motion. But interestingly, the Lord of Pisces, where this is the Lagna, right, of this new year, Lord of Pisces, Jupiter. And Jupiter is in 4th house. It is like exaltation house because 4th house, natural 4th house is Cancer. So when you look at the 4th from any house, that can also be interpreted as a very good position. And more so, if you've gone through my other video, Jupiter getting direct, you know that Jupiter is now direct and happy. You got it. Jupiter is in Ucha Vilashi Rashi, very happy. Okay, and Jupiter is aspecting Rahu. Otherwise, Rahu is trying to playing a spoil spot because Rahu is aspecting, having a drishti on Pisces ascendant, which could have really troubled Pisces ascendant. But Jupiter is having drishti, not only on Rahu as a graha drishti, as a planetary aspect, but also on the sign Pisces as a beautiful Rashi drishti. So Jupiter, the Lord of Pisces sign, is going to be superb, really, really important. I hope you get the clue. I hope you get the clue if you're smart. Okay. Now, when I'm going to get into ascendant, right, as I mentioned a couple of times earlier, if I say, let's say, talk about Aries, it means either you can infer Aries as your ascendant or as Aries moon sign. And when you go through the analysis, you go through both as Aries ascendant and Aries moon sign. And if you're finding something positive coming through in both the aspects, both the places, then you can be rest assured that that positive thing is going to take place. That's how you can understand the analysis from two different point of view, ascendant and moon sign. So let me now straight away get into the 12 signs. Aries ascendant or Aries moon sign. Let's find out how this year is going to be for you. See, the king of the year is Jupiter, and the king is important, right? So how is the bridge How can you connect with the king? That's very important. So your Lagna Lord is Mars. How's the equation of Mars with the king Jupiter? Excellent. Both consider each other friend. On top of that, you, which is being represented by Mars, is the minister, the Mantri for the year. So when you are going to reach out to the king, you see, you are going with your own preconceived notion. You are feeling as if you are also minister. You are commanding. You are decision maker. And king also need you. Because without the minister, king cannot survive. King can give order, but ultimately it's the minister who fulfills the order, who protects. With the help of king, of course, it's mutual. So the relationship is mutual, which means the takeaway that this year you will be under the protection and you will be able to protect others. A very, very good year, effective year it's going to be for you. It is like you will be getting some sort of support in your work. Wherever you're working, is it as if there is somebody sponsoring your work, somebody is kind of highlighting your capabilities, and you in turn are sponsoring the work of people reporting into you. You understand? Fantastic year from that perspective. And when I say work, I don't only mean people who are working in offices. Wherever you are in your personal space also, you will be protecting the children, people younger to you, and elders will protect you. It will be like a mutual relationship. Fantastic period that way. That is the good takeaway. And on the same note, how about the relationships? This year, full of pleasures, full of pleasure, like you will be living life to the hilt. Don't expect so much of stability. It is about pleasures. The year is that. The combinations are such. Okay. And now, let's say you understand how is your equation with the king. But will your intelligence support you? Bridge is very, very strong, which is taking you to the king, right, in this year. But will your intelligence support in this case? How to judge that? Your Aries Lagna. And the Lagna for this new year is Pisces. How is the journey from Aries to Pisces? Long journey. And how about moon? Where is moon from your ascendant? That is also in 12th house. So see, it is not going to be an easy way out. Though the bridge is strong, beautiful bridge is there. But your journey, you will find a lot of obstacles. King likes you, you like to support the king, but people are envious of your success, your capability. They will put obstacles in your way. I am referring king and minister, but you understand it from the implications of various other aspects of your life. So what is the way out? What is the takeaway? Travel plans. Make travel plans. That will give you contentment. That will give you ideas how to tackle such things. Travel is your go-to thing this year. And on investment front, I'll say take a cautionary approach. Put stop loss. Otherwise, there can be some consequences. Stop loss is must for you. Don't be over enthusiastic, over aggressive. Now, we understood the bridge, we understood your way out to reach out to the king. But where is the king exactly? Bridge is there, but where is the king? Unless you understand that, you cannot really get this into practice. King Jupiter. Jupiter is in Gemini sign and you are Aries. How about Aries, from Aries to Gemini? Oh, it's in third house, MKS position. So your mind is looking at the king and considering as if it's an MKS position. How to get through it? Takeaway. Always drop a note first. If you're going to meet to somebody to get something done important, drop a note first in writing, right? And wait for the reward. Once things are agreed, aligned, then only go and meet to the person. Don't go suddenly. Things may not work, right? Understood? Okay, now let's say you reach to the king, everything, aligned. Then how is your interaction going to be with the king? The final step. So for that, we can evaluate it using Paka Lagna. Your Mars is in Aquarius. From Aquarius, the king, Gemini, fantastic place. Now the takeaway here is, you have dropped a note in advance and alignment is there, and you reach out to the king, to that person who is supposed to say yes or no in real life scenario. Then you have to talk sensible. You cannot crack jokes. This year is not to keep things in light. If you really want to get success, if you want to get things moving in your professional space, personal space, you have to talk sense. You have to present your case with a bigger picture. Then The other person consider your proposal and will not let it go otherwise. Okay. Now, how other people will find you in this year? That's also important for us to know. So this year, they will consider you intelligent. This is an intelligent person. And my friend, this is going to be your year in a sense. This is going to be, if I have to define this for you, year of getting popular. Not only people will find you intelligent, they'll be attracted by your charm. You are going to get popular this year. Okay, that's very important. And I'll speak about remedy towards the end of the video. You can use timestamp and go there. Okay, best wishes for Hindu New Year. Taurus ascendant or Taurus moon sign. So how this new year is going to be for you? Let's find out. The king of the year is Jupiter, and the king is very important. So you are Taurus sign. The lord of Taurus sign is Venus and also moon. How is the equation of Venus with the king of the year, Jupiter? Not that great, right? Hey, but both are the gurus. Jupiter is the guru of the devatas, and the Venus is the guru of the demons. Both are gurus. So this tells this year you are going to have a strong influence of both the gurus on your head. While Jupiter will pull you towards its way of working. Hey, come, read this scripture, gain this knowledge. All such areas, nice areas. But Venus will say, it's Netflix time. It's not that easy to stay away from Netflix, especially at night, right? So how about it? How to get through this? How about the other lord, moon's equation with Jupiter? That's excellent. So the way out to reach out to this king of the year, Jupiter, is through moon. I'll tell you two things, very important things, takeaways. First thing, care for the emotions of other people this year specifically. Care for the emotions of other people more. You care for other people, that's true, but more. Second, when you are feeling low at any point in time, when you feel that things are not working, for whatever reason, listen to the music or sing some songs. Whatever genre you like, doesn't matter. Listen to the music. Can give you that kind of energy. Music is one of the ways to reach out to the king to get things done this year. Okay? All right. Now, investment. This year is good for short-term investment, like intraday trading, that kind of making some quick bucks. That's the art of this year. Don't think long-term. Long-term generally considered better, can be better, but when we're talking about this year analysis, short-term looks more appropriate for your case. Okay. Now the other thing is, you understood that the bridge to the king is kind of through moon, because otherwise the bridge was not stronger. But will your intelligence support you in this initiative? That's the question. So to understand that, you are Taurus sign, and you have to look at the Pisces sign. That's in 11th house. So, and also at the same time, where is moon in this entire scenario? Hey, moon is also in the 11th house from your sign. So to ensure that your intelligence supports you in taking the decision, making right decisions, you have to be social. You have to be socially active. You have to engage and talk to people in network kind of setup. You cannot be in silo. Otherwise, your decision may not be right. Talk to people, take their opinion, then make the decision. Then your decision, your intelligence will be right. And this is applicable for all kind of important activity in this year. And by the way, where is the king? Jupiter is in Gemini. You are Taurus sign. It's in second house from you. Take away. This year, you can actually start such initiative which requires investment, because you are going to get gain out of those investments. Very important thing. If you have been waiting for a nice period, this is the period, Hindu New Year. You can start all the initiatives. You're going to gain out of those initiatives, right? All the business proposals which are in your mind, just let them start, let them get through with it. Okay, and also you can also engage with your family members, take their support, because that's also there in cards. Fantastic. And okay, so let's say you understood about the stability of bridge and where is the king, you understand the visibility. Then the question is, to get the job done, you have to reach to the king. And let's say you reach to the king, how is your interaction with the king? That's very important. We understand that through Paka Lagna. So your Lagna Lord, like Venus in Pisces, and from Pisces, the king is in Gemini 4th house. It's a beautiful place. While your Lagna Lord itself is exalted in Mercury Nakshatra, and Jupiter is also in Ucha Vilashi Rashi. So both the exaltation kind of energies are getting mixed. And both are gurus, remember, both are gurus. Energy is pious. That's the important thing, right? So at this juncture, I'll tell you that this is going to be a beautiful year from your relationship perspective. It is a good time to find the right person as the partner. Person will be good. In fact, the other people will get jealous of your partner. At the same time, I'll tell you, be cautious that some third person may try to come in between the both of you. Third person who is unknown to you at this point in time. Just keep your eyes open in that regard. Yeah. And how others are going to find you in this year. The perception of other people. They will find you as a very spiritually inclined person. That's great, isn't it? That's really nice. Okay. And I'll talk about the remedies towards the end of the video. Use timestamp. All right. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Gemini Ascendant or Gemini Moon sign. So how is the year, Hindu New Year, is going to be for you? The king of the year is Jupiter, and the king is always important. You are Gemini sign, the lord of your sign is Mercury. How is the equation of Mercury with Jupiter? Well, for Mercury, Jupiter is neutral, but the challenge is Jupiter considers Mercury as enemy, not his friend. So how is the bridge between you and the king? The bridge is sort of weak, not a strong bridge. Well, to that extent, the challenge is not from your side because you are considering the king as neutral. The challenge is from the other side. So what's the way out? In practical scenario, what is the takeaway? When you want to get your things done, when you are reaching to a senior authority this year, even in personal equation, when somebody you want to get yes to your proposal, right? Think about that scenario, practical scenarios. By king is only a reference. You need to relate that aspect with your personal life. I hope you get that. So what is the way out to ensure that this bridge becomes stronger and you can tread that path and reach out to the king? The way out is when you reach out to that person or king in this reference, you have to really look at the bigger picture. You cannot be speaking about trivial things. You have to present to the king, this is the entire scope of thing. Let's say you're going to propose to somebody. You cannot only say, let's get together, we'll go out to this place on weekend and have a great time. Very short-term view. You have to think, you have to present your scenario. Let's get together. We'll spend some time together, couple of weeks, couple of months, get to know each other. Things will work out, I'm sure. And then we'll take it to the next step of getting married. And we'll have a nice house. I have made the planning. We can look at this location to buy our house. We can settle down in this city, in this country. So think like that. Bigger picture. Then the person will consider your proposal. Apply this in every practical situation. That's the only way out to improve the stability of the bridge. Okay? Okay, that's the takeaway. Now, similarly, if you look at the investment in this year, only and only long-term view is suggested. Do not think about making some quick money. Let the Sensex go up and down. Don't align your heartbeat with the Sensex condition. No. Invest, just close your eyes. Don't keep checking this index every single day, every single hour. Don't do that. Not going to help you. Okay. Now, will your intelligence support you? You can strengthen the bridge. How about your intelligence? Is it going to support this initiative? That's the question. So you are Gemini and the Lagna of this new year is Pisces, which is about 10th house from Gemini to Pisces. So this lies. This is a takeaway. The takeaway is, see, you can get the things done, get success through action, active action. You cannot just keep planning things. For you, some people I can advise, okay, plan, structure. I'll say planning is okay. But in your case, you can start the thing first. Action is more important than while doing the thing, you can keep improvising. Think about other things, keep researching while you are on the job. That's important for you this year. Okay, and takeaway, very, very important. Make all the important decisions, important decision when the sun is up during the daytime. Please listen to this advice carefully, my friend. If you do that, you will get the benefit. Okay? Nice. Now, the other important thing, which is very important. How about moon's position from your Gemini sign? 10th house. Is that a good position? That's fairly reasonable position, though moon is in Dikshunya position, lacks the directional strength. But it will also give you that inclination. This year, you will go out and help people. You'll feel the sorrow of others in your heart. Your heart will feel the pain. And when such thing happens, this year is also giving you a very nice blessing. Hey, somebody is going to knock at your door of your heart. Tuck, tuck. You'll say, who is this? You are there. I really wanted you to be with me. The relationship perspective, superb. Superb. So be ready for that. Nice experience. Nice person will enter into your life. So that's a good experience. So where is the king, by the way? Hey, you are Gemini sign and the king of the year, Jupiter, is also in Gemini. Oh, you are quite close to the king. So it means in real life scenario, some senior people are quite close to you. The visibility, the place you're staying is a good place, or the place you're working. People who used to make decisions, they call the shots, they're quite close to you. But sometimes you can also feel the heat. So it's both ways. Staying closer to the king can be helpful and can also be tricky at some points. So you need to manage that. Okay, let's say you strengthened the bridge, you found out where the king is, and then you started walking towards the king using your intelligence. How is going to be the interaction once you are closer to the king, once you reach the king? How is your interaction? That we can figure out through Paka Lagna. Your Lagna Lord Mercury is in Aquarius, and from Aquarius the king is in Gemini. It's a nice placement. See that? So the placement is quite nice. But the thing is, your Mercury, Lagna Lord, is retrograde. So there are a couple of things I'll tell you. First takeaway. Takeaway is that because you're quite close to that authority, you can feel burned some point in time. So in practical situation, if you feel that your things are not working out well, don't lose heart. Try again. Things will work out. Second thing is, see, sometimes if you feel things are absolutely not working out, you can try to create the environment a bit light. Don't lose the broader perspective. That is the overall context, but only a bit light. Try it out once. If that works, great. So these two things really help you out to have your nice interaction with those people once you are with those people, right? For example, with boss, you can present your idea in a bigger way, but then keep the thing a bit lightly, a bit informal in different junctures. That can help you with your partner, let's say. So it's all about to talk about the bigger idea, bigger project, but then consider your partner as your friend, not as somebody demeaning to you, as a friend, equal playing field. That will be your mantra this year. Okay. And how others will find you? Well, they will find you quite interesting person. They'll feel like coming close to you. That's interesting. You're going to like it, of course. All right. I'll talk about remedy towards the end of the video. Use timestamps. Okay. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Cancer ascendant or Cancer moon sign. Let's find out how this new year is going to be for you. The king of the year is Jupiter, and the king is always important. Okay, so how is the bridge between you and the king? You are Cancer sign, the lord is moon, and the king of the year is Jupiter. How is the equation between moon and Jupiter? excellent equation. So the bridge is very strong. What does it indicate in practical life? What is the takeaway? This year, you will feel that you can get success. If you want to bring forward or put across your proposals to somebody senior authorities, chances of getting success, of getting conversion of your proposals is fairly high because the equation with the king is quite nice. The bridge is strong. Remember that. And the other takeaway is that, the inherent takeaway, you will be under the protection of the king this year. So there will be somebody with whom you can share your feelings because you have somebody who can protect you, who can guide you, with whom you can share yourself. That's interesting. That's really nice. Yeah. Okay. Let's move forward. You understood that bridge is very strong, right? I am referring to the word king in all these things, but you need to infer in the practical life, in every situation. I hope you can do that. Okay. Will your intelligence support this initiative? That's a question. Your Cancer sign and the Lagna of New Year is Pisces. It is 9th house from you, which is again an excellent position. So the important thing for you this year is that you need to continue your daily prayer. The day you will pray, automatically your intelligence will support you to make the right decision. The day you miss the prayers, obviously, you can feel the difference. That's how important daily prayer is going to be for you this year. Okay. Next, how about the investment? This year can do good to you in terms of investment as long as you do a thorough market research. You cannot simply act on a tip. You have to do some research, apply your mind, apply your efforts, and then you can get some gains out of the market. Yeah. Now next is, how about moon from your sign? Moon is also in 9th house, which is great, which is really nice. So I'll give you a takeaway with this thing. With moon being in 9th house and also with the Lagna being in 9th house, the takeaway is that you need to make some travel plans, short travel plans or even the long travel plans, because the travel can give you a sense of rejuvenation. You will feel better. You will have more ideas in the head. Your head will get sorted. So make some travel plans. Okay. How about the relationship? Well, this year looks quite conducive in terms of relationship. Why I'm saying so? See, you are Cancer sign. The Lord is Moon. Your partner driven by 7th house, Capricorn, sign Lord Saturn. Hey, where is you? Where are you basically? Moon. Moon is in Pisces. And where's your partner? Saturn. It's in Pisces too. So you are actually going to meet your partner this year. Fantastic. What a wonderful union. But when Moon gets conjoined with Saturn, you can also get to experience some Saturnine experience from your partner. Like your partner may impose some kind of restriction, so to say, be traditional. You understand that traditional mindset. So get ready to bear that as well. Well, on your side, you are like feeling like Moon. I want to flow like a river. You should, you can. I mean, that's fine. But do you know how to swim first? All right? Okay. Now, where is the king, by the way? So you are Cancer and the king Jupiter is in Gemini. It's in the 12th house, quite far. You have to cover the entire zodiac. But you will say, fair enough. I am Moon. I walk very fast, faster than any other planet. I take that. Still, it is a 12th house. Symbolically, it is still the 12th house, quite far. So, it tells that inherent connect, the bridge, all the things in support of intelligence, king, that everything is strong. The connect is strong, internal connect. But there is a huge gap because of this 12th house. You see that? You see that? All right. So how to bridge the gap? Takeaway is, when you see that things are not working your way, then you want to get things done, you want to achieve success, you have to talk sensible. You cannot be very, very easygoing or casual in the approach. This is what I'm feeling. No, it is about actions. You have to be sensible in your talking. you have to let the other person feel or know that this is my proposal is, this is my business proposal, and this is the roadmap, and this is where I want to achieve or we can achieve together. That's the kind of sensibility should reflect in your talking. Then things can work. Okay. And okay, fair enough. You understood the king, where's the king, and you kind of brought your intelligence in sync and you started interacting with the king. How will be your interaction with the king once you are with the king? Once you are with that authority, in real practical scenario, your interaction. So look at the Paka Lagna. Your moon is in Lagna Lord, sign Lord is in Pisces, and Jupiter is in fourth, the king. So few takeaways. First takeaway, the position of king is very nice. First takeaway is this year, you can get success if you work from home. Okay. And to that extent, the other takeaway is you can think of starting new initiatives. If you have been thinking, have some ideas, I can start a YouTube channel or I can learn something new. Keep learning and keep exploring. This is a very good time because your interaction with the public, I'm using the word king, but it is public at large. Your interaction, you can actually be able to influence people, convince them with your thought, with your ideology. That's a very good year. So start and come up with your initiative. You will get success this year. All right. Okay. How others will find you? Two words I'll say. First, they will find you quite secretive. Okay. The second, they will find you a powerhouse. They will feel you give this work to this man, this woman, and the work will get done. If they are in trouble, if they have to find out one person, they'll pick you. That's the kind of impression you will carry on people's brain. Powerhouse. Okay. And I'll talk about remedy towards the end of the video. Use timestamps. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Leo ascendant or Leo moon sign. So let's find out how this new year is going to be for you. The king of the year is Jupiter, and the king is very important. So how is the bridge between you and the king? You are Leo sign, lorded by sun, and the king is Jupiter. So how is the equation between sun and the Jupiter? Oh, fantastic. It's an excellent equation. Both considers each other as friends. So the bridge is very strong. That's a fantastic thing. But the thing is, you are also a king. The sun is the king. And Jupiter is acting as the king of the year. So when you are looking at Jupiter, you are thinking, okay, I am the king and I am the queen in gender perspective. And I am going to meet another king. So both are treating each other with dignity and respect, not with enmity. See, the thing is because both are friends. That is the difference. You see that natural friendship, natural relationship, that's where it helps us to understand the inherent equations. Fair enough. So the takeaway. This year, when you will feel like getting your things done, highly likelihood that the other person will listen to you. You will feel like there is a sponsorship. People are supporting your case. And you too from your side will be quite responsive to the others people requirement. Okay, very nice equation. Fair enough. So will your intelligence support? You understood the bridge is very strong. You can reach out to the other people. They can reach out to you. But will your intelligence support to understand that? You see, you are Leo sign. And where is the Lagna in this new year? Pisces. From Leo to Pisces, that's 8th house. So it's 6-8 axis, 8-6 axis. Takeaway. This year, mark my words, change is inevitable in your life. Inevitable. This year, you will see a lot of things changing and moving. That is for sure. Because that's the kind of situation unfolding in your case. Okay. And that is something big is about to take place in your life. I can put it that way. Okay. And where is moon, by the way? From Leo sign. Moon is also in Pisces 8th house, in MKS position. But the beautiful thing is, in your case, it is absolutely applicable because An inbuilt remedy is there to help you. Navaratri. Inbuilt remedy. From 19th of March till 27th of March, you just cannot miss out on this. If you do that, if you worship Goddess Mother, Goddess Durga, Ma Durga this time, Navaratri, automatically the problem of moon MKS, automatically that 6-8 axis problem, and also the problem which you may otherwise face in relationship, the stability which otherwise can be unstable, will go away. Your relationship will become stable. You will feel like happy, contented. Absolutely, things will be back on track. Your life, and more importantly, the change will be in your favor. You see that? Good. Where is the king, by the way? King is Jupiter. You are Leo sign. So king is in 11th house from your sign. So this tells you cannot stay in silo. You have to get up, talk to people. You have to learn something new. Get along with some tradition. Get some good knowledge, some scriptures, some Vedic knowledge. Talk to some people. Build your network. You have to be socially active. The more you talk to people, the better you be, better you learn, and then you will be able to help others as well. That's a nice mantra for you, right? Be socially active, more active this year. Fair enough, you kind of looked at the strength of the bridge and you kind of did all the things, where's the king and all. And once you reach the king, how is the interaction with the king? That you can get to know through Paka. Your Paka, your Lagna Lord, is in Pisces, Sun. King is in Gemini, 4th from your Paka. That's fantastic position. Both are friends also. And Jupiter is also the dispositor of your Paka. That's even better. Even better. So the takeaway. There can be some changes, can be some hurdles, but eventually your interaction, you will be able to overcome the hurdles. Of course, I'm assuming you will do a prayer to Goddess Mother. That's imperative, imminent. But after that, you will be able to overcome the hurdles for sure. Okay? How others people will look at you. They will see that you are overtly tied up with something or the else all the time, always occupied. But they will find you balanced. They'll find that you are approachable, ready to help. That's a very nice feeling. Yeah. And I'll talk about remedies in detail towards the end of the video. Use timestamp. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Virgo ascendant or Virgo moon sign. So let's figure out this Hindu New Year, how it's going to be for you. So the king of the year is Jupiter, and we understand that the king is always the most important planet for that year, right? And you are Virgo sign. The Lord is Mercury and also Rahu. So how is the equation? How is the bridge between you and the king? How is the relationship between Mercury and Jupiter and Rahu and Jupiter? Well, Mercury considers Jupiter as neutral, but Jupiter considers Mercury as enemy, not friend. So the bridge, the equation is not that strong. Okay. At the same time, Rahu and Jupiter, they do not go along well with each other. So the bridge actually is not that strong this year between you and the king. And king is only an indicative reference. You have to relate this in practical life situation. That if you're going to get some work done from some authority, or in a personal space, you're going to propose to somebody and you want to get yes in answer. So that is the kind of situation you can put yourself in. And if the bridge between that partner, that person and you is not that great, strong, they can be challenged. So we are trying to evaluate and try to find a solution to that. Yeah, that is the intent. And see, the challenge is not from your side, because you, Mercury, considers the king, Jupiter, as neutral. You're fine. It is from the other side. That is the challenge. So the takeaway. Takeaway number 1. Whenever you go and meet other people, you ensure that you kind of spend some time together and have some food together. That will change or turn the tactics completely. Okay? Second thing. If you are looking forward to investment, I'm moving on from this takeaway. The other aspect of it, if you are looking forward to invest this year, your view must be long-term view. It cannot be a short-term view. Otherwise, you will incur losses. Okay? Now, will your intelligence support your initiative? You understood that you have to engage with the other person, having some meal together. You understood that. But will your intelligence support you to that extent, or in taking other important decisions of your life? How do we do that? You are Virgo sign, and the Lagna for this new year is Pisces. It's 7-7 axis. It tells that there has to be mutual balance between you and the other person. Think about your work. You are taking your proposal to your seniors, right? So it has to be a win-win approach. When you present something, you have to present in a way that there is something for the boss, for the organization, and for yourself. Present it in that way. When you are discussing with your partner, think about as if your partner also feels that you care for the partner as well. That feeling must be evident in the way you talk. It has to be a friendly engagement, friendly conversation. All right. Where is the moon basically from your sign? Moon is in 7th sign. That also indicates that if you look at the relationship, it is a very good time to find a right, nice partner. Very good time. You can get a good partner. The relationship experience can be nice, can be really nice actually, really nice. The person will be genuine and you can look forward to take this relationship to the next level also. This year itself, huge promise, huge blessing coming your way in this area specifically. By the way, where is the king? King Jupiter from your sign Virgo is in 10th house in Gemini. King is working all the time. Takeaway. It tells that there is reasonable likelihood of your work getting done this year. So the other takeaway is you're not going to get too many surprises this year. Life will be kind of reasonably consistent path. Surprises sometimes can be really troublesome. You will be spared off of those troubles this year. Okay, that's good. Now last thing is, how will be the interaction with the king? You have strengthened the bridge and all. You used your intelligence. You found out where the king was. You reached to the other person. How will be the interaction? That's the ultimate thing that we can evaluate using Paka Lagna. Your Lagna Lord Mercury is in Aquarius. From Aquarius, king is in 5th house. It's a beautiful place. Placement itself, the equation itself is quite nice. Interaction is going to be good as long as you ensure that you are making the environment a bit light. Crack some jokes at time. Make it light, make it easy. Don't be too serious. Don't be too rigid about proving your point. That's important. Okay. How will others find you? They will find you very emotional person. But let me tell you, this aspect of your is going to be your strength this year. Okay. And I'll talk about remedies towards the end of the video. Use timestamp. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Libra ascendant or Libra moon sign. So the king of the year is Jupiter, and the king is always important, right? And if you want to understand how this new year be for you, we have to find out how strong is the bridge between you and the king, right? You are Libra sign lorded by Venus. How is the equation of Venus with the king Jupiter? While Venus considers Jupiter as neutral, but Jupiter considers Venus as enemy. And that's a challenge. That tells that the bridge inherently is not that strong. It is fine because the neutrality aspect is also there, but not very strong. Because at the same time, Venus and Jupiter both are the gurus. While Venus is pulling you towards living life, enjoyment, full flow, going full throttle, just have fun. Jupiter says, no. I am the guru of the devatas. My way is the right way. Don't be with Shukracharya kind of guru. Come to me. I'll guide you. Brahaspati will guide you. You'll be in dilemma. And that dilemma is the real cause for the bridge to be weaker. In the practical scenario, I am using reference of king all the time. I will be using. But the reference you have to understand in practical situation. King means anybody whom you reach out to or get your work done. It could be business engagement or your personal proposal to somebody. Understand that way. So, how to strengthen the bridge, how to come out of this dilemma. the best remedy I'll tell you, the takeaway: feed people. If you feed people who are hungry this year, or even if you're going out with some friends, try to pay the bill. Simple, go for a tea, coffee during office breaks, pay the bill. Feed people in whatever capacity you can. There are some beggars on the street, some children, feed them. That blessing, that contentment of those people will make all the difference in your life this year, my friend. Will your intelligence support you? Well, you understood that how to strengthen the bridge, how to approach other people, with what mindset. But will your intelligence support this initiative? How to find that out? You are Libra sign, and the Lagna of New Year chart is Pisces. From Libra to Pisces is 6th house. So while you understood the tactics, the way out, but your mind will say, fine, you want to go out for some meals together, why not go at after office hours? Have some drinks also, enjoy life. See that, how things are changing in your mind. Your mind is getting corrupted. So it is no longer about food, it is about satiating your desires, getting yourself flowing, full flow with the senses. That's not the intent inherently. See that? So that's the challenge. Your intelligence is not supporting you to take the right decisions. And on top of that, where is your moon? Where is moon actually in the entire scenario? Moon is also in Pisces in 6th from your sign. That's again complicating the entire situation. That's challenge. So you will think about the challenges more, because your mind will prompt, okay, I may get into this problem. You will visualize in your head all the time of these problems. But in reality, things will be different, because Jupiter, the Lord, the King of this year, is actually aspecting your sign, Libra, Rashi Drishti, Graha Drishti, straight away, 5th aspect. So that is going to make the difference. Don't worry about the inherent visualization in your mind driven by your moon, by the moon actually. Yeah, that will not happen. But the takeaway, I want you to give your takeaway so that even you are sorted by this visualization. That takeaway is you have to engage yourself in some hobby. What kind of hobby? I'll give you 2 clues. It can be traditional or it can be something artistic. You will like both. As long as you engage yourself in any hobby, your mind will be occupied. And obviously with Jupiter's aspect, the King's aspect on your sign, things will be really on the track. You will be able to get success. You'll be able to get things done by reaching out to people, meeting with them, sharing your viewpoint. Everything will be on track. Yeah. How about relationship? You are getting into a relationship this year. Take it from me. Will this be a long lasting? Well, doesn't look like. There can be a third person who can come between the both of you. And that third person will be unknown to you at this point in time. Somebody unknown to you. Yeah. By the way, where is the king? You are Libra sign. King Jupiter is in Gemini, which is the 9th house. That's a fantastic thing. And that is the reason king is helping you this year. Because king is in the 9th house, looking at you. One takeaway I'll give you. Make some travel plan this year. That will bring contentment to your brain. You will start to feel logically, your thoughts will be structured, you will make the right decisions. So travel will be good for you this year, very good for you. So fair enough, king is helping you, looking at you, you understood, you made the bridge strengthened, your intelligence started supporting you with the remedy you are doing, everything is fine. But once you are with the king, how will be your interaction with the king? That's a very important aspect. In practical life, you're going to propose to somebody, you want some conversion for your deals, take some situation. Now, how do we analyze that? Through Paka Lagna. Your Lagna Lord Venus is in Aquarius, is in Pisces, exalted. And the king of the year, Jupiter, is in 4th from Pisces, from your Paka Lagna. And Jupiter is not only in 4th, a very good placement, Jupiter is the dispositor of your Paka, which is excellent. Now that gives me confidence to tell you that this is going to be a great year for you. Because after all the hurdles, you reached out to that person, to that business head, then the interaction will be amazing. That's the ultimate thing which matters the most, isn't it? So that's why I'm saying don't worry about the visualization, imagination of the upcoming problems. Don't worry. Let that go. Let that pass by. You will get success this year because of the things I've told you. Now, one thing which I like to call it out, how people will look at you, how people will consider you this year. That's very important. Two words I'll mention. Go-getter. They will think you are absolutely amazing person. Go-getter kind of person. Second, spiritual. They will feel you are a spiritual inclined person. And there's a takeaway also I'll give you. This year, your heart will be full of spiritual contentment. And that's how people will look at you as well. Remedies, I'll talk about that in detail towards the end of the video. Use timestamp. Okay. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Scorpio Ascendant or Scorpio Moon sign. So let's find out how this new year is going to be for you. Hindu New Year specifically. The king of the new year is Jupiter. And the king is always very important. So how is the bridge between you and the king? You are Scorpio sign, lorded by Mars and also by Ketu. So how is the equation between Mars versus Jupiter and Ketu versus Jupiter? Mars versus Jupiter, fantastic. Both consider each other strong friend. So the bridge seems quite strong and in good shape. And interestingly, you see that while Jupiter is the king of the year, Mars, you are the minister of the year. A king needs minister. Kings can give orders, but it is the minister who actually puts the orders in place. And likewise, minister also needs the guidance of the king, the vision of the king. So it is complementary to each other. So this tells the takeaway in real life scenario. You will be able to get your things done. When you're going for the business proposal or personal proposal, you will be able to appreciate other person's perspective and they will also need your engagement. So it will be a win-win situation. You will be able to complement each other so nicely. That's a good situation this year. But how about Ketu versus Jupiter? That's not a very good thing. Inimical relationship, so to say. But hey, if we bring forward the better energies, the combined energies of them together, spiritual energies, so to say. So the way out, astrology, if you bring together the good energies of both Jupiter and Ketu, that becomes a fantastic parampara yoga, traditional lineage yoga. So astrology is going to help you a big time this year, right? That's good. And how about investment? Well, my friend, this year, think about only long-term investment. Short-term investment, intraday, short-term gain making is not going to help you that much. Yeah. And okay, you understood, look at the strength of the bridge, how to strengthen it more. You understood that. Will your intelligence support you in this initiative? That is the question. I am giving you reference of the king, but you have to use that reference and apply it in real life situation. You're smart enough to do that. So how about your intelligence? See, you're Scorpio sign. The Lagna for this new year is Pisces. Pisces is in 5th house from Scorpio. That tells there is a reasonable likelihood, strong likelihood rather, that your intelligence will support you in your decision making. Your decisions will be right and appropriate as long as you are upgrading your knowledge. Keep learning new things related to your career, your work, your personal interest. Keep learning every day. That will help you. That will keep your brain refreshed. Your brain needs that learning. Even reading newspaper is good enough. Reading news, getting to learn something new about AI, whatever. That will help you. Okay. Your moon will be in 5th house from your Lagna in Pisces. And this also indicates, along with other combinations, that your relationship this year will be excellent. Excellent. You will have a great time with your partner. You will have good pleasures from your partner. Enjoy your life to the fullest. You can also look forward to get married in the next couple of months. Things are on track, my friend. Enjoy your life. And how about your interaction? You strengthen the bridge. You kind of understood about the other person's mentality, how to project your case, how to put forward your proposal. You understood all that. But once you are with that person, how will be the interaction between you and that person? With the king. You are. For that, we'll use Paka Lagna. Your sign lord, Mars. or moon's dispositor Mars, if you are looking at Scorpio moon sign that way. Mars is in Aquarius. From that, the king of the year, Jupiter, is in fifth. That's a very good placement for Jupiter, for the king to be in. But I'll tell you one thing. Takeaway. If you really want to get things done this year, be it personal or professional level, you have to talk sense. You cannot be casual in your approach. You have to project the bigger picture to the other person, and then things can really work in your favor. All right? Now, how others will treat you, that's important to know. They will consider you as a tough person, tough one. You will be the Dhurandhar of this new year. Okay? I'll talk about the remedies towards the end of the video. Use timestamps. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Sagittarius Ascendant or Sagittarius Moon sign. My friend, let us find out how this Hindu New Year is going to be for you. And we understand that the king is Jupiter for this new year, and king is very important. So how is your equation with the king? Or to say, how is the bridge? How is your equation with the king? You are Sagittarius sign lauded by Jupiter, and hey, Jupiter is the king of the year. So effectively, you are quite close to the king. So the bridge is very strong and robust. That's fantastic. So that thing is sorted itself by itself. So what does it mean in practical scenario? It means that this year you will find it very easy in getting your way out. In business sense, professional sense, you will see that your things are getting sorted. Your deliveries are on track. People are getting good, giving you good feedback. They're being very reciprocative to your suggestions. They are helping you out. They're kind of sponsoring your initiatives. On personal front, people are listening to you. They're not giving you a deaf ear. They are being sensitive to your point of view also. But a Jyotish tip. Make plan for after office hours parties with office colleagues. And also make some plan for lunch and dinner with family and friends. That will really help you this year. Okay? Now moving forward. Will your intelligence support your initiative? You understood that what you need to do. But will your intelligence support this? From the brain you understood. But how about your emotional intelligence support? So you are Sagittarius. So you have to look at Pisces, because Pisces is the Lagna for New Year's chart. From Sagittarius to Pisces is 4th house. That tells two things, two takeaways. That your brain will really work better if you work from home this year. Your intelligence will support you more in making the right decisions. And second, it tells that Navaratri becomes really important for you. Please pray to Mother Goddess, Ma Durga, this Navaratris. It will be a game changer for you. Okay? Where is the moon, by the way? Moon is in Pisces, which is also in the 4th house, which is in Digbal. I'll say this is going to be year of the contentment for you, my friend. And how about your relationship? Well, promise is there of a very good relationship, but don't get disheartened if the proposal is not accepted in the first place. If things don't work out in the first place, you have to try again. You will get what you want to hear. You will get yes. Maybe after second attempt or third attempt, you will get yes. And don't be too serious in your approach. Learn a few jokes if you need to. That can help you. Okay. Where is the king, by the way? King is Jupiter. You are Sagittarius. Jupiter is in Pisces, Gemini, 7th house. So king is actually looking at you as if he's waiting for you to go and talk to the king. In real life scenario, people whom you need to reach out to, they're also receptive of your ideas, of you. And you are also Jupiter sign, your life sign lord is also Jupiter. So don't forget that. The takeaway, if you want the deal, the other person also wants the deal with the same intensity. So Jyotish tip is, you have to play from the position of your strength. The other person also wants to get the deal, just like you. So play from the position of your strength. That's important. And let's say you have reached to the person in the real life scenario, you have reached the king, symbolically. How will be your interaction with the king ultimately? Because everything put apart, once you are with the person, with that authority, ultimately you want to get your things done, work done. So how will be the interaction? That's most important. That we can get to understand through Paka Lagna. Your Lagna Lord Jupiter is in Gemini. And where is the king of the year? Jupiter, Gemini. Same, 1-1 axis. Beautiful. Excellent. So the takeaway, while your interaction is going to be excellent, the takeaway is you will be the deal maker this year. You will have the power to close the deals. Very nice. And how others will look at you. They will find you, they will say, too much. This guy is too much. This girl is too much. Too much of knowledge. Too much of oratory skills. Too much of factor. This guy is live wire. Too much to handle. You will be like a charm this year. All right. I'll talk about the remedies towards the end of the video. Use timestamps. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Capricorn Ascendant or Capricorn Moon sign. My friend, let's find out how this Hindu New Year is going to be for you. And to do that, first we have to understand how strong is the bridge between you and the king, Jupiter. Why? Because the king of the year is very important. So you are Capricorn sign, the Lord is Saturn. How is the equation between Saturn and Jupiter? Well, this is fine. Both consider each other as neutral. So the bridge is kind of reasonably okay. It's there. May not be that beautiful, but you can use it. So in practical scenario, this year, you will see that you will be able to get things done fairly well. It will not be coming to you on platter, but the bridge is there. You will see there is a way out. You will find the way out rather. You will find your ways out. That's the important thing I want to impress upon. So things are there for you to go and grab. Meet your objectives. This year is going to support you to that extent. Yeah. But I'll give you a Jyotish tip to make it easier for you. Right? And that is teach somebody whatever subject, whatever little you can. If you teach other, even a single person, even a single concept, single thing, that will be to your credit this year. And that will make the difference. Teach others. Okay. Will your intelligence support this initiative? You understood how you could make it better for you. But will your intelligence help you in this? You are Capricorn sign. The Lagna of New Year's chart is Pisces. Capricorn to Pisces is third house. You understood that? And that's where the moon is also there. Your mind is also there in third house. So will your intelligence and mind support? Well, take away. If you are going to meet a senior authority to get your work done this year, you have to be communicative. If it is about your personal equation, personal proposal to somebody, you have to express your thoughts. Communication, networking will be the key this year. If you communicate well, if you put up your proposal well, then there is a reasonable, highly likelihood things will get converted in your favor. Okay? Nice. Takeaway, a Jyotish tip rather. You have to focus on your attire, how you look. You have to look good this year. If you do that, your intelligence will rather support you more in making the right decisions. Very peculiar, but this is how it is going to be for you this year. How about relationship? Can you listen to your heartbeat? Oh, it just skipped a beat. See, your seventh lord, your partner, moon, is at 4 degrees in Pisces, and you, Saturn, is at 9 degrees in Pisces. You can see very soon, moon is going to catch up with Saturn, going to be a wonderful union with your partner. So this year has a strong promise of a wonderful union. Very strong promise through communication. Okay, nice. Where is the king, by the way? King Jupiter is in Gemini. You are Capricorn sign. 6th house from Capricorn. That tells that it is not going to be easy for you to reach out to the authoritative people. Other people will put obstruction. Are envious of your relationship with the king or the other people. So, takeaway, get yourself armed. Not with weapons, but with skills, with knowledge. Because you have to fight, you have to battle the competition and make them out of your way. You can do that and you will do that. Okay? Fair enough. You remove the competition, you reach the king, you reach the authority, you met your people. How will be the interaction? That's the most important thing. We can get to know through Paka Lagna. Your Lagna Lord Saturn is in Pisces and King Jupiter is in Gemini, fourth from your Paka Lagna. And Jupiter is also the dispositor of your Paka. That's fantastic thing. So the takeaway. It is your intelligence which will help you to get things done this year. It is the attribute of your patience and your skills and your tactics which will really make the difference this year. So it is going to be a successful year for you, my friend. Yeah. And how will others find you? They will find you a charming person, a royal kind of person, because you will look good, but a bit inflexible in approach. Okay. I'll talk about remedies towards the end of the video. Use timestamp. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Aquarius Ascendant or Aquarius Moon sign. Let's find out how this Hindu New Year is going to be for you. To do that, we have to first figure out who is the king of the year. That's Jupiter, because we know the king is very important. So let's find out how is the bridge, how is the equation between you and the king. You are Aquarius, lorded by Saturn and also by Rahu. So how is the equation between Saturn and Jupiter and Rahu versus Jupiter? Saturn considers Jupiter as neutral and Jupiter too considers Saturn as neutral. So that's a neutral, fine relationship. That tells the bridge is kind of fine. But the relationship between Rahu and Jupiter, they don't go along well. So that can bring some problem and challenges in the relationship. So Jyotish tip. Why Jyotish tip? And how do you relate this with the real life scenario? So this year, if you want to get your work done at professional setup or in personal relationship, you are taking your proposal in any of these capacities and you want to get your proposal with a yes, the reply you want in a yes, then obviously you need some Jyotish tip because the bridge, the relationship is not that strong enough. And that Jyotish tip, when you put forward your business proposal, it has to be with clarity, with clear goals and objective. Plus, there must not be anything hidden in your proposal. Let's say you propose to a girl, right? And then you talk about your job, your family, but you kind of do not disclose your salary level, or you do not disclose your plan to relocate to a foreign country, a foreign place, a foreign city after a year or so. You don't disclose your intent to pursue an academic course also, because that will engage your time. You will not be able to devote that much time to your partner. So everything is important. So you have to be absolute transparent in your proposal. You get that idea? Okay. Will your intelligence support this initiative? You understood what you need to do to strengthen the relationship, to strengthen that bridge. But will your intelligence support this initiative? You are Aquarius sign. The Lagna, the ascendant for New Year's chart is Pisces, which is second house from you, which is 212 axis. So that can cause some problem. I'll give you a Jyotish tip. First of all, you can discuss this issue with your family members, right? They will be able to support you quite well in this area, right? And the other thing, because the king of the year is Jupiter, you must ensure that you are starting your day with a fulfilling and heavy breakfast. If you do that, your day will be absolutely in your favor. Your intelligence will help you making the right decisions in strengthening that bridge. Remember that? Don't forget it. How about your moon? from your sign. Moon is in Pisces. From your sign Aquarius, it is in second house. So this year, you're going to get contentment by finding various sources of earning money. You will look forward to intensify or expand your income sources, and that is a good thing, right? Because once you think, then you will take action to achieve it. Always everything begins with thoughts, with thinking. How about your relationship? See, it will be a good relationship. You will find a person also, and you will introduce that person to your family. You will consider the person as a part of your family. But for you, it will be more like a business deal. The emotional quotient will be not with that person to that extent, at least in the beginning. Because your mindset is more about earning money, settling yourself. So that emotional quotient will take a backseat for some time, at least in the first half of this year. Now, where is the king, by the way? King is Jupiter in Gemini. You are in Aquarius sign, fifth house. A very nice placement. Now, I'll give you a Jyotish tip. When you're going to meet somebody, both in personal professional capacity, to get your things done, the intent is that you are achieving success this year. You need to be presentable. Present yourself well, professionally well. That presentation is very important. That is point number one. Second, you need to prepare well. Rehearse before you actually go for the presentation. So both the things are very important. How will be the interaction with the king? So ultimately, after everything, the real thing is decided or dependent on your interaction with that person, with that authority in personal professional capacity, right? How will be that experience? That you can get to know through Paka Lagna. Your Lagna Lord Saturn is Pisces, and other Lagna Lord Rahu is in Aquarius. So king is in Gemini, Jupiter. So it's fourth and fifth axis. Both are really good placement. So ultimately, it's your preparation and your presentation. Your intelligence also has add. It's your intelligence, your capabilities, and the way you present yourself. Those will make the difference, and those will make the interaction, the overall experience, a remarkable experience. So the year is going to favor you big time, my friend, with your own intelligence, with your own capabilities, with your own preparation. And how will others find you? To that extent, I'll call this year as the year of research for you. Okay? And that's why others will find you or look at you as an achiever this year. That's a nice feeling. I'll talk about remedies towards the end of the video. Use timestamps. Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Pisces Ascendant or Pisces Moon sign. Let's find out how this Hindu New Year is going to be for you. And to do that, we have to find out how strong is the bridge between you and the king of the year. That's Jupiter. As you are Pisces sign, the Lord is also Jupiter and Ketu as well. Well, Jupiter being the Lord of your sign and also the king of the year is fantastic. That itself will ensure that the bridge is absolutely strong, beautiful, and robust. Ketu in that case also will help, because this is Pisces sign. Let's not forget that. Okay? And also let's not forget that Ketu is very strong and going to enter into Magha. I mentioned in detail the significance of Ketu moving to Magha. Absolutely fantastic. So the bridge, the relationship between you and the king of the year is strong, intact. And how do you relate that back to your personal space, practical scenario? It is ensuring that you will get success this year. You will be able to get your things done from the senior authority in professional space and also at personal level. When you go and meet people, they will be receptive to your ideas because there's harmony between you, Jupiter, and between the king of the year, that king Jupiter. There's harmony between you and the other people you're going to meet this year. That's how you have to interpret this thing. Okay? So the equation, the relationship is fantastic. I'll give you a Jyotish tip here. Go for lunch and dinner with your friends and family, specifically your family members, and you will see the magic happening. That is going to please the king of the year even more. In your case, for Pisces people specifically. Yeah. and you will see yourself getting successful. The second question is, will your intelligence support you in this initiative? Now you understood that yeah, things are looking positive for you and you have to take some steps. Will your intelligence support you in taking those steps? That's the question. Your Pisces sign, and which is the Lagna for New Year chart? That's also Pisces. Hey, that's Pisces 1-1. It's like you are at your home. It's like New Year is beginning from your home. You see that? That tells you that home becomes very important for you this year. And your intelligence will actually support you that you manage your home and the priorities of people of your family at home in a very nice and effective way. You'll see the difference yourself. You'll see the difference. And the dispositor of your sign is Jupiter, again in fourth from it, again represents home in a happy status. See that? Very good. Very, very good. How about moon from your sign is in Lagna? Beautiful. I'll say this is going to be the year of decision making. Don't worry about Saturn being sitting there in MKS position. No. The dispositor is very strong. Having a Rashi Drishti back on your sign. Beautiful. Okay? Because ultimately moon will pass over Uttar Bhadrapada nakshatra of Saturn. Soon moon runs very fast. That's fine. Moon will be out of Saturn's influence. Okay? You understood? Good. How about relationship? Well, this is the year of decision making, but you are too involved at your home priorities, in getting things done, making you successful. You know, priorities. It's about priorities. If you put priority, if you bring relationship as one of your priority area, good. Otherwise, don't get involved into this. You will burn your hands. You get that? How about investments? See, you will be inclined to get into the market. Absolutely, you will be inclined. Do some research and have patience. Make Saturn happy. Otherwise, Saturn will make you incur losses and bring sorrow. Saturn wants you to feel sorrow. Then he can feel elated. But with research and patience, you can nullify that impact and influence. How beautiful. Where is the king, by the way? As I mentioned earlier, you are Pisces and king Jupiter is in Gemini, which is fourth from you. So that's good. Like king is in another home from your home. Take away. If you are in stress, discuss the matter with people at home. It's very simple. For you, it's about home this year. The year of making decisions, year of decision making in consonance with your family members. That's the key message I want to give it to you. Okay? How will be the interaction? Eventually, you understood how to strengthen the bridge, how to reach out to people, things are supportive to you, all that you understood. But eventually, everything boils down to how is your interaction with people at the end. So, where's your Paka Lagna? Your Lagna Lord, it's a Jupiter. Is in Gemini, and king of the year is also Jupiter, Gemini. That's fantastic. Even from Ketu, the other Lagna Lord, it's in 11th house. That's also fantastic. So it tells that not only you will be quite interactive with people this year, it tells you will be the flag bearer of the tradition, the parampara this year, my friend. Watch out for this. And you will disseminate this knowledge. Jupiter, 1-1 axis, Paka with the king of the year. You are going to really do something great this year. Linked to some scriptures, some Vedic tradition. Absolutely phenomenal. People will remember you. You'll be the deal maker this year in practical scenario. Okay. How will others find you? They'll find you easygoing. They'll like to come to you, to talk to you, to learn from you. That's really nice. And remedy, I am going to finish Pisces sign now. I'm going to talk about remedies now. Okay? Best wishes for Hindu New Year. Now let's talk about remedial aspect. Why is it important? Because in New Year's chart, horoscope, Lagna is Pisces, which by itself is a very nice Lagna. But there are a lot of planets over there. Sun and Moon are there, along with Venus, and Saturn has been there. But the real challenge is not that the Sun and the Moon and the Saturn itself are in Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra, lorded by Saturn. Because Sun and Moon will kind of keep on moving and move out of that Saturn influence shortly. The real challenge is basically being posed by Rahu. Because Rahu has a drishti on Pisces and it is working in sync with Saturn. And when the energies of Rahu and Saturn intermingle, they can pose a not so great yoga that can trouble and bother people. Let's not get into the names, right? And on top of that, Rahu is also putting drishti on the king of the year, which is Jupiter. As if it was not less, Rahu is also impacting or doing Kuja Sambhana or the minister or the Mantri of the year, Mars in Aquarius. You see, Rahu is causing or acting like maniac. And this is not it. Rahu is also impacting the luminaries, the sun and the moon. And also Venus. And this is all happening within Kal Sarp Yoga. That's also influenced by Rahu. See the real challenge? Rahu. And also it is acting in consonance with Saturn, the energy. Who is fighting? Venus as the Mrityunjaya mantra, exalted, fighting along with Jupiter having a drishti on both. On Rahu also is a Graha drishti and also is a Rashi drishti, trying to nullify the impact of Rahu's drishti on Pisces. So Jupiter is fighting along with Venus. They are fighting. But we need some way out so that from the word go, we are securing ourselves. Important. So I'll tell you 3 remedies which are applicable for everybody, all of us. Because this is the new year. Let's not be biased. Let's be unbiased to each other. Let's accept the remedies for everybody without any variance. Right? The first thing, which is obvious, which is applicable for every Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, Navaratri. How can we ignore the blessings of the goddess mother? You just can't. Navaratri is a very good and very effective remedy for all of us. That is number 1. Second remedy, which is a bit peculiar, you have to start your day after a fulfilling and contentful breakfast. Mark my word, this is going to make the hell of a difference in your life every single day for this entire new year till 6th of April 2027. Third remedy, you have to recite Hanuman Chalisa. Now you cannot write it or listen to it, you have to speak it. Say out of your word. Words have to be spelled out of your mouth. It has to be heard in your ears. Loud enough. 40 days you have to do it consecutively. If you break, you have to restart from day 1. You just can't break it. 40 days consecutive Hanuman Chalisa during this year. Fantastic. This will help you like anything. Okay? So with this, I'll pray to Goddess Mother before ending the video. Aim, Hreem, Kleem, Chamundaya Vichya. And now I can end the video. I'll see you with some other video. Alright? Namah Shivaya.